Hello, Python classmates. I have got my final project here. I wanted to show what I've been working on for way too long. I kind of got myself into a hole. So what I built is called Rejuvenate. It is an add-on updater for the game The Elder Scrolls Online, something that I play. And the way this works, add-ons are little bits of code scripts that people can write, usually upload to a website, and then people can download those and install them, and then it changes some of the functionality of the game. So what my add-on or my application does is it goes and it updates those for you automatically, which is really handy. So it takes a little bit to get this the initial setup, but I do want to show one little bit of one little function that it does here. Typically, the add-ons are all stored in the same kind of same location on most people's computers. Usually, it's in Documents and Elder Scrolls and Live, and Addons is where it is, and it usually doesn't have the one. But I'm going to simulate as if somebody had renamed their add-ons folder, or it's in someplace completely screwy. My application will be able to allow for that and detect that. So we will get this thing started here and run it for the first time. Now the initial setup is slow, so I'm going to get it running and then I'll talk a little bit over it. So what this is saying here is that it didn't automatically find it. Now if it was named correctly and in the places, couple different places where you'd expect it to be, it would just find it and move on. But since I renamed it, it says, hey, I'm confused, where is the folder? So we can pop open the screen here, we can find it, and this is it. I renamed it to 1, and we can select the folder. And if it's not right, then you can try again, or if it is right, then you can save it and move on. That's what we're going to do. So what's going on now is it just says it's getting the database set up. So it's creating the database, creating the tables. It's also going out to the ESOUI.com website, and it's scraping down all the add-on categories and every add-on within those categories. And there's a lot to scrape down. So there's over 3,000 add-ons on there. So it's getting all that information now, and it's storing that all to the database so that you can use it later. The nice thing is you only have to really do this one time, and then once it's been set up, then when you run it again, it'll pull that off from the database, and you don't have to scrape it down. So all this waiting for it to scrape and load is just a one-time thing. It's just a setup thing. So some of the other features it's going to do once it's finished is it's going to show you all the add-ons that you've got installed. It's going to attempt to match the add-on names with the names that are listed on the websites, because they don't always match, and I found that out the hard way. So if you pop open one of these add-ons, these are the add-ons. They're all written by different people, but you can open them, and every single one of them will have a text file in it. Text file will typically have the add-on version, maybe the API, just some extra additional information, who the author is, what the add-on name is called. The problem that I ran into is that the names listed in their own add-ons don't always match the names listed on the website. The website will typically list a more user-friendly name, spaces and dashes and things in there. So we're almost done. So I had to account for that in the program, and it tries to do a match, and it's pretty good. Out of all the add-ons that I have, I think I've got about 42 add-ons installed. It will match correctly all of them except for, and I'll show you, there is one that it does not match properly. If I can find it here. So it's locally it's called lib notification, and on the website it's not called that. So it tried to match it. It found this, and then that's not right. So that's not close enough. So what we can do is we can say update selected. So we can select the one that we want. And here's a bit of a rough edge on my program. Since there is 3,000 add-ons, there is a lot to scroll through. I don't have a scroll bar, and I don't have a search feature. So unfortunately, you have to literally scroll down through a lot of add-ons to find the one you're looking for. If I were to add some functionality, it would be a something you can type in and search to speed this up, because this is not great. But it works. And what the actual add-on is really called on the website is This guy's name, lib notifications, that's actually the add-on author. So what we can do is we can say, now this is the one that's it's supposed to match, and then we can update it. It's going to say, please review them. It's going to kind of loop back to the screen we were on before, but now this time, lib notifications now says the correct web version that it matched with. So then we can say add-ons all match. So we've checked them all match. And now it's got them all listed out. It has the versions. If it found them, there's a few that don't list the version. So, and then we can go ahead and let's check for some updates. So we can hit the update button. And now what it's going to go through and do is it's going to just look for the local add-ons. It's going to go out to the website. It's going to gather that version information from the website and compare that to what's found on the local add-ons in their text files. Again, this step takes a little bit of time, but it's not horrendous. It's not like building the whole database. So there we go. We've went out and we found all the web versions, and we can see some of them match. I actually pulled. This is an old file, so I could definitely have some that need updated. You can see here this web version is newer. This is newer. There's several of them on here that are newer. So now we can update all add-ons. And this is going to download the entire add-on folder. Each one comes in a folder and it's zipped. It will unzip the folder. It will put the folders in the correct places on your hard drive. It will update the database so that now your local versions all match the web versions. And that's all there is to it. So right now, all the add-ons that I had, you can actually see here, these were all updated just now to the latest version. And then we can exit. And that's all there is to it. So that's the whole program. And the next time you run it, it will just start right in the screen where it's going to show the local add-ons, and then you can go out and check for the updates from that. And that's my whole project. I kind of got in over my head a little bit on this. This took way longer than I had planned. There was a lot to do. And actually, I neglected on a lot of tests and things that I really wanted to get to. But frankly, I've ran out of time. But everything's there. It's working pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with it, actually, as a project. So that's all I got. Thank you for watching.